Manny Miller drives.
Good afternoon. I can't hear myself. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3. There we go. Good afternoon, racing fans, and welcome to the Stark County Fair here in Canton, Ohio. It is an absolutely beautiful day here. Nice and cool, but sunshiny. It's a great day for racing. Today is Filly Day here at Canton. We've got 10 races for you, 55 horses, 27 different trainers. We're also going to have, which we're not going to stay for, but they are going to have their first annual wiener dog race today. So as I say that, Stephen goes, no, we're not going to stay. So Stephen Taylor and myself, Susan Schroeder, are going to bring you all the action. We'll try and keep an eye on your comments, both on Facebook and on YouTube, so we can talk back and forth a little bit. We did get some driver changes. I don't know all of them yet. We had just a little bit of a delay because we couldn't find the master switch to flip to get the microphone turned on. So now that seems to be working really well. We got Kenny Livengood is our announcer here.
Testing in the backside, testing in the backside.
Seeing if the barn microphone works, if they can hear it back there. Busy couple of days for OHHA and all the teams. We've been going all over the state. So we're going to have the national anthem now.
And bright stars do the fair
A beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. I was wondering where she was, and she is the, I'm going to see what her, looks like she is the Stark County Queen. So she was the one that sang the national anthem for us, so great job. So as we said, we've got 10 races today, all fillies except for the Signature Series. Signature Series Sorry, I am checking my paperwork here. It is the Stark County Pacing Derby today, the Signature Series. We've got 5 in it. A couple of them just raced yesterday at Richwood, and actually they did very well. Boozer has a line to be announced and won his race yesterday, and Hard Fun Guy was second in that same race. So a couple of free-for-allers that raced yesterday and racing back today. We have a scratch in the first race. The 5-horse Lucy Hill is a scratch. And we have one driver change that I know about. The Big Bad Beach Bunny, the 2-horse, will be driven by Emmanuel Miller. And remember to go to harnessracingohio.com and you can find your programs there. So you can follow along and make comments. Still trying to find the post on Facebook today. I don't want to switch. Also racing at Findlay today. Had 4 spots yesterday, so we raced 4 different places yesterday. I know Stephen went from Mount Gilead to Caldwell, and then from Caldwell back right up here at Canton. So he's been all over the state the past couple of days. Lots of racing at this time of year. And we had the Blooded Horse Sale yesterday, so that was a pretty big event. We had about 6 hours of horses being sold. Ended kind of early for the Blooded Horse Sale. Ended what, about 3:30, 4 o'clock. So I think there was 250 or so horses that were sold. So it looks like the horses are coming out onto the track. We do have the tote board working now, so we'll show you that. The tote guys came up a little while ago and said that there wasn't going to be any tote board today because they couldn't get the electricity. So it looks, we see now that they've got a big old extension cord going out there that's going over to the back of this stage that they have in front of us. So let's join Kenny Livingood for the press parade of race number 1, the 3-year-old filly Pacers.
First race, 3-year-old pacing fillies, first division, $6,627. 1 is Song Somewhere. She'll be driven by Logan Ebersol. 2, Big Bad Beach Bunny, Manny Miller. 3, Crosswind Sweet Pea, Drew Neal. Number 4, Dancin' Susie, Chris Hirschberger. The 5, Lucy Hill is out. 6, Snappy Dragon, James Day. And the 7 is Jerry Kimmo and Ty Loy. Field of 6. 3-year-old pacing filly,
Okay, so there was your post parade. Let's take a closer look at the 6 horses in this race. We are scratched down to a field of 6. Song Somewhere and Logan Ebersol from the rail for trainer Isaiah Schrake. Philip Baldoff is the owner and breeder of this Bring on the Beach filly. She's out of a Yankee Cruiser mare, Surf Song. 14 starts this year, 1 win. That was just 3 starts back at Mansfield in 2-6. Has already earned almost $12,000 this year, over $45,000 lifetime. Big Bad Beach Bunny to make the driver Emmanuel Miller. Corey Day-Ermond is the trainer. Corey also co-owns this horse along with Cap Equine Estates. This is a down by the seaside filly out of a Big Bad John mare, Big Bad Bretta. Sold at the Ohio Selected Sale for $41,000. Had a really nice qualifier her last start at Northfield Park. Finished second, just back by a quarter of a length. She was timed in 158.3, last quarter in 29.2. She has a 2-year-old mark of 154.3 taken at Scioto. Crosswind Sweet Pea and Drew Neal from the 3 for Ryan Deaton. Dustin Ford Racing and Randy T. Young Stables, the owners of this Western Vintage filly. It's out of Village Jiffy mare Jiffy Lee. 19 starts on the year already, had 4 wins. Her last start was a win that was at Wellington in 2-2. She also had a win at Carrollton, 2-1-1, but her lifetime or mark this year at Northfield Park, 159-2. Dancin' Susie and Chris Hirschberger from the 4-hole. Chris is also the trainer for CNC Stables right here in Canton. This is a Dancing Yankee filly out of a Mr. Big Mare, Miss Big Tsunami. Sitting 18th in the Ohio Fair Championship points right now. This filly's had 5 wins out of 15 starts. She had a win 2 starts back at Croton in 59-3. Her last start was at Northfield in the Buckeye Stallion Series, and although she did not get a check, she did pace her mile in 56-2. The 5, Lucy Hill, is a scratch. The 6, Snappy Dragon, James Day drives and trains for Power Play Racing 87 from Medina. This is a Fear the Dragon filly out of a Sun Beach Somewhere mare, Red Snapper. 6 starts on the year, 1 win. That was back at Mount Vernon in 2-3-2. This was a $15,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale. And the 7, starting from the second tier, Jerry Camo. Ty Lloyd drives and trains for John Freilich from Broadway Heights. This is a Fool Me Once out of Mossy Oak Camo, who's by Big Risk. Two wins on the year. The fastest of those wins was 57-4 at Northfield Park. She did not start as a 2-year-old, so just all her starts this year. So they are behind the Webkenberg starting gate. I believe John Ingram is actually our starting judge today. So we're going to pick it up with Kenny Livingood with the first from Stark County.
They're off and pacing. Big Bad Beach Bunny gets the first call of the afternoon. Dancing Susie is 3 wide into turn number 1. Song Somewhere down along the rail, and Crosswind Sweet Pea is between them. Jerry Camo is next, second last for Ty Loy, 6 lengths behind, and the trailer is Snappy Dragon. Going to the backstretch, and it's Big Bad Beach Bunny with the lead. Crosswind Sweet Pea continues to press on the outside. Dancing Susie is racing outside of Song Somewhere. They're paired up front and only separated by 2. It's a gap of 4 to Jerry Camo, and further back to Snappy Dragon. And the opening quarter, quick, 28-3. Crosswind Sweet Pea was geared up to go in the Wednesday opener and trying to cross over Big Bad Beach Bunny, who stung her for the first 3/8 of a mile. Dancing Susie continues to press on the outside, challenging for second. Song Somewhere is next in fourth, and Jerry Camo and Snappy Dragon has been outgunned since the word go. Crosswind Sweet Pea looking for back-to-back scores. The daughter of Western Vintage was a winner at Wellington, and she's in front by a length, but she's pressured here by Dancing Susie and Big Bad Beach Bunny at the inside. The half, 57-2. 57-2 for the half-mile speed from Crosswind Sweet Pea, who's gone pretty quick. Big Bad Beach Bunny down at the inside, pinned in inside of Dancing Susie. They continues to be second and third. Song Somewhere is fourth. Jerry Camo takes closer order from fifth. Snappy Dragon, not tonight. Up the backside they go. Crosswind Sweet Pea leading by 3 parts of a length. Dancing Susie and Chris Hirschberger on the outside. Big Bad Beach Bunny still locked in, just needing a place to go. Song Somewhere is only 3 off the top, and Jerry Camo will try to get lucky along the inside. 129-4 for 3/4 of a mile, and they head into the far turn. Crosswind Sweet Pea the leader. Big Bad Beach Bunny has had a ton of horse and no place to prove it, but she does right now, and she quickly responds to the challenge and takes back over. Big Bad Beach Bunny opening up as they turn for home, and Big Bad Beach Bunny is striding well clear. Big Bad Beach Bunny and Manny Miller to take the opener wrapped up here. This is a 7-length score. Crosswind Sweet Pea is going to be home second. Third to either Dancing Susie or Jerry Camo, 201 and 2/5.
201 and 2/5 for the opener here today. The 3-year-old filly Pacers, first division. I tell you, Big Bad Beach Bunny was dying to get out at the half. Manny Miller had his hands full, sitting back there behind Crosswind Sweet Pea, and just had a ton of horse. So luckily was able to get out. Ended up winning by about 7 lengths. So a really nice mile. But I think Manny was a little bit worried at the half because he had a ton of horse and no place to go. Appreciate everybody that's joined in with us. 2-3-4, the unofficial. So Big Bad Beach Bunny was winner, Crosswind Sweet Pea second, and Dancing Susie third. So welcome everybody. We've got Mark from Sydney, Christina from Findlay, Robert from Phoenix City, That's Alabama. AL. Patriot, Indiana. Jeffrey, Donna from Centerburg, Ohio. Carol, David Myrick. We knew you'd be here. Carol Chris is from Groveport, Ohio. So welcome everybody to the races. Here comes Manny Miller and Big Bad Beach Bunny.
And the result is now official 2, 3, 4. Back here to the winner's circle is number 2, Big Bad Beach Bunny. She's a 3-year-old bay filly down by the seaside of the Big Bad John Mayer and Big Bad Bretta. She is trained by Corey DeArmond in co-ownership with Cap Equine Estates, driven to victory by Manny Miller. Bred by Steve Carter and Craig Stein of Ohio. This is lifetime win number 4, and it's her first this season. Official order of finish of the first, Song Somewhere 5th, Big Bad Beach Bunny the winner. Crosswind Sweet Pea 2nd, Dancing Susie was 3rd, Lucy Hill was scratched, Snappy Dragon 6th, and Jerry Camo 4th. 5-1-2, 3 scratch, 6-4, 28-3, 57-2, 129-4, 201-2 for Big Bad Beach Bunny. Race 2 is next. Harvey Hirschberger drives the 1, Petra. Logan Ebersol on the 6, Miss Snickers. Horsemen, bring them out to the track for race number 2.
Okay, so 1 in the books here at Canton at the Stark County Fair. The second race coming up. If you noticed in the winner's circle, the photographer is taking the pictures from the inside of the track facing out. She usually does it the other way around here. But she was taking some test shots before and said no, she didn't want Theory of a Madman in the back of everybody's win pictures today. So turned around and taking them the other way. We won't get to see who the trophy sponsors are. This one was by Bill Smith, a Stark County commissioner. They hold up signs behind the horses to show who the sponsors were for the races here, which is kind of a neat idea. So the second race coming up is the first of 2 divisions of the 3-0 Filly Trotters, and we'll be back to take a look at all of them right after these messages.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
So watching our Facebook feed, Joe Cooper said that the 3 was going to win race 1. You were close. Crosswind Sweet Pea did finish second. We've got somebody watching from Belfast. So welcome, Jim from Belfast. Patricia from Wellington. Lots of people on today, so we sure welcome you all. Whoops. Is that me dinging or is that you? Sometimes I forget. I'm trying to watch on my phone, and then sometimes I forget to turn the sound down, and then you can hear 2 announcers and stuff. So that's always kind of discouraging. We had a wonderful treat brought up to us by some ladies that are here at Canton. They're part of the Cookie Ladies, which I'm going to tell you about later, the Cookie Ladies, and they brought up a big box of cookies for us and for all the officials up above, the presiding judges and the timers and everything. So that was really nice of them. Well, the rest of our crew was out and about yesterday at different fairs. I was able to go to the Blooded Horse Sale and watch that and talk to people about the new Bob program, talk to them about the Breeders' Awards program that we have. So it was a good day for everybody to learn about that. Lots of questions. So if you have any other questions, you want to know a little bit more about the Bob program, we do have a press release up on Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association webpage. So that is OHHA.com. You can go, and it's one of the first things on the homepage. It's what we call a hot topic. So you can look at that and get some idea of how that program's going to work. But as I said, if you ever have any questions, just give us a call at the office, and we'll be able to help you out with that. One of the biggest questions that I got yesterday, so I'll bring this up, is that everybody wondered if you had to do something else to make that foal eligible for the Bob program, the Buckeye Owner Bonus, but you do not. As long as the mare is registered and all of that falls into place, the mare registered with the Breeders' Award program, she was stayed in Ohio, she foaled in Ohio. The owners of the broodmare are OHHA members. As long as that all is in line, then that foal is automatically eligible for that Buckeye Owners Bonus. So as I said, let us know in the office if you have any questions or when you see one of us out and about at a fair or someplace. We will be at Delaware all week long. We'll be 5 days in Delaware again this year. And we do have our OHHA tent on the backstretch next to the log cabin, so you can always come back there and ask questions too. As well as get your swag. We'll have some giveaways there, so hope to see a lot of you at the Delaware County Fair, which somebody said just is now 2.5 weeks away. Ding ding. Oh really? Oh, okay. So I'm saying ding ding because I hear a ding ding, but Stephen said only we can hear it, so it's not for you guys. We're also racing at Findlay today. I was going to take a look at what time Findlay is. Findlay is 6 o'clock tonight. Yep, Findlay at 6, and we will be back here at Canton at noon again tomorrow, and then also Findlay at 6 o'clock. Friday's a big day at Burton. They race all of their races in one card. So post time is 4:30 at Burton. That will be a big card. And then right to Canfield, Saturday, August 30th, Canfield, and they have their single G place, the Darnley. They always do a great job there at Canfield. They have the Canfield Pacing Derby, the Canfield Trotting Derby, each of those scheduled to go for $10,000 or $12,000. So lots of opportunities for horsemen to make money this weekend, that is for sure. Also Saturday, we're at Wasion. They go Saturday and then Tuesday, September 2nd. Sunday the 31st at Marietta, the Washington County Fair. So no matter where you are in the state, there's a place for you to go. I think most of the horses are out. We're just waiting on a couple. We do have a couple of trailers in the infield that are racing out of their trailers. I believe the Cleggs are out there. Funny story, I saw Nick at the sale yesterday, and as I was leaving and he was loading up, I said, boy, you bought a lot. And he said, yeah, I'm sick of Betty not having enough to do. So he bought a bunch yesterday. I'm not sure how many, but quite a few. So they will be even busier now, finishing out the fair season and then breaking yearlings besides. It's a tough time of the year. You need lots of help. Stephen, do you know who Theory of a Madman is? Do you know that band? Have you? Okay. No, okay. Well, I can say one thing, it's going to be loud because there are some huge speakers out there. So here is the post parade for race number 2, the 3-year-old filly trot.
Horses are on the track for race number 2, 3-year-old trotting fillies. 1 Petra, Harvey Hirschberger in the sulky. Number 2 is Suds and Ritz. Manny Miller driving. 3 Count on Luna, Darren Harvey. 4 Super Alexandra, Amon Hirschberger. 5 Country Behave, Braden Rhodes. And the 6 Miss Snickers, Logan Ebersol. Those are the horses for the 6,504.
Okay, let's take a closer look at the horses in this second race. As I said, it's the first of 2 divisions of the 3-year-old filly trot. Petra, Harvey Hirschberger drives for trainer Betty Clegg, owner Kimber Clegg. This is an Uncle Peter filly out of Katie, who is by Master Levesque. This filly was a blooded horse sale purchase for $15,000 as a yearling and has already made almost $38,000. Has 14 starts on the year, 1 win. That was at Circleville very early in the year, 2-6-1. Suds and Ritz and Manny Miller from the 2-hole for trainer Herman Hagerman. Hagerman Racing, Martin Yoder, and Lucinda Belcher all owned this What the Hill filly. She's out of a Chapter 7 mare, Bubbles and Ritz. Suds and Ritz is sitting 4th in the Ohio Fair Championship points at this right now. This was this morning. I checked those points. I will be putting up new points this afternoon. So at some point this afternoon, points are going to change. Suds and Ritz has 19 starts on the year, but 7 wins, 2 seconds, and 5 thirds. Just been racing great. Has over $36,000. Her last win was at Wellington in 2, 3, and 4. Fastest win of the year, Northfield Park, 159-1. Count on Luna and Darren Harvey sitting 9th in the Ohio Fair Championship points. Darren is the owner and trainer of this full count filly out of an SJ's Caviar mare, DJ's Caviar. 12 starts on the year, 4 wins. Has already earned over $17,500. Has a mark of 2-2-1 at Carrollton. Last win out was at Zanesville, won by half a length in 2-4-2. Super Alexandria and Ammon Hirschberger from the 4-hole. Ammon trains for John's Racing Stable and Wesley Hirschberger. They are also the breeders of this full count filly. It's out of a Neely Dunn mare, Super Lily. 8 starts on the year, 3 wins, a second and a third. Has earned almost $16,500. And a mark of 157-3 taken at Scioto Downs. Last win was at Wellington in 2-2. Country Behave, Braden Rhodes will drive for Betty and Kimber Clegg. This is an Enterprise filly out of Please Behave, who is by Muscle Hill. Won her last start in 2-7-2 at Mount Gilead. And Miss Snickers and Logan Ebersol from the 6-hole. Isaiah Schrake trains for the Cookie Ladies of Navarre, Ohio. A Band's Gold Chip out of Lonesome Pride, who's by Sturdy Sabra. 13 starts on the year, has not gotten a win yet, but does have 3 seconds. Raced good her last start at Wellington. She finished second, trotted her mile in 2-2-4. So we've got a couple breakers behind the gate already. John Ingram, our starting judge, taking the horses away for the second.
Here they come, number 6. Number 3, Count Luna, and 1, Petra, all giving the rest of the field a head start. Super Alexandra and Suds and Ritz. These two go out for the early lead, and Country Behave is an early third. Petra is 4th, 7 or 8 lengths behind early on. Count on Luna is only in front of slow starting Miss Snickers going to the back stretch. Manny Miller and Suds and Ritz on the point. Super Alexandra getting the 2-hole trip for Amon Hirschberger. Braden Rhodes has Country Behave in front of her barnmate Petra. The Clegg trainees are 3rd and 4th in front of Count on Luna, and 5 back to Miss Snickers. So they head to the opening panel behind Suds and Ritz. 31-3. Not the quickest of quarters for Suds and Ritz. She's controlling the speed in front of Super Alexandra 2nd. Country Behave still 3rd. Petra 4th. Count on Luna 5th. And Miss Snickers. No one has moved yet. They're all happy with their positions as they come down to the half behind Suds and Ritz. daughter of What the Hill, out front. 7-time winner this season. Suds and Ritz continues to front step this field to the half. Super Alexandra still second. Country Behave third. Petra fourth. Then Count on Luna and Miss Snickers 102 and 3. The time for the half mile still single file. Suds and Ritz the leader. Length and a half to the good. Super Alexandra continues to trot second. Country Behave third. Petra at the inside is fourth. Count on Luna now the first one to move to the outside for Harvey. 8 lengths to pick up. The trailer Miss Snickers going to 3/4 behind. Suds and Ritz. She's been there since the word go and leads a length and a half. Back in second is still Super Alexandra. Losing ground is Country Behave third. Count on Luna now fourth. Petra fifth. And Miss Snickers is last. 1:33 and 2 for 3/4 of a mile as they round the far turn behind Suds and Ritz. Manny Miller trying to sweep the early double. Super Alexandra appears to be the only one with a shot at 7. Back to Count on Luna, who's taking third. Outside of Country Behave, they turn for home. And it's Suds and Ritz to catch on a 2-length lead. Super Alexandra's been giving chase every step, but she's second best to a Manny Miller double. Suds and Ritz wins by 2.5. Super Alexandra and Count on Luna. 2:03 was the time of the mile.
So that mile in 2:03 and 3. Suds and Ritz with her 8th win of the year, 12th win of her lifetime. She has now pushed her earnings to about $68,000. So, as I said, she was sitting 4th in the fair points. This probably just either keeps her there or maybe even moves her up a little bit. Manny Miller gets the driving double. Unfortunately, a couple of the horses made breaks before the gate even left. The one, Petra, Count on Luna, and Miss Snickers all made breaks early. And we're kind of out of it after that. Got this grandstand. It's a huge grandstand. I don't know how many people this seats, but it is huge. So we got a nice crowd. Although if you looked at the whole grandstand, you would think not. But like I said, it's a really big one. We have a large crowd also that stays right down by the betting windows and just watches the races from there. Manny Miller coming back. Herman Hagerman, the trainer. Hagerman Racing, Martin Yoder, and Lucinda Belcher all own this filly. A $30,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale as a yearling.
Will be presented by the Charlie Myrick Racing Stable. The 2s, Suds and Ritz, Manny Miller for an early double. This one for Herman Hagerman. Hagerman Racing, Martin Yoder, and Lucinda Belcher, the owners. 3-year-old Bay filly, but What the Hill. Out of the Chapter 7 mare, Bubbles and Ritz. Bred by Jonas Schlaubeck of Ohio. 12th lifetime win and 8th this season for Suds and Ritz.
31 and 3, 102 and 3. Top down.
So this race was sponsored by the Charlie Myrick Racing Stable. Herman Hagerman in the winner's circle. A lot of times he doesn't have the chance to come over to the winner's circle because he's busy warming up some other horses. So we should get the rundown for you in just a second.
2 Petra 6, Suds and Ritz first, Count on Luna third, Super Alexandra second, Country BA fifth, Miss Snickers fourth, 31 and 3, 102 and 3, 133 and 2, 203 for Suds and Ritz. Race 3 is next.
Okay, so that mile in 203, not 203 and 3, as I said earlier. So not a new lifetime mark for Suds and Rich. Does have a 59 and 1 mark as this year as a 3-year-old at Northfield Park, and a 59 flat as a 2-year-old at Scioto Downs. Third race coming up, the first of 2 divisions of the 2-year-old filly Pacers. We have 5 in it. No driver changes that we know about, so we will talk about these 5 when we come back.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead's sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year, Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
Okay, welcome back to the Stark County Fair. 2 races in the book. So last race, the second race, Miss Snickers, the 6 horses owned by the Cookie Ladies. And I always like to tell the little story, the Cookie Lady story. I asked them how they got that name and why they chose that name for their ownership. And started actually when they were very young. Their dad was helping out at the fair. And I don't know, as a horseman, you know, sometimes you not as good as you should be about getting the saddle pads back. And at that time when they started, it was saddle pads and head numbers. So people would leave their head numbers or leave their saddle pads, not bring them back to the speed office. So they started offering everybody, when you brought your saddle pad back, you got a cookie. And once they started that, they said they never had any trouble getting all the saddle pads and head numbers back because everybody got a cookie when they came. In fact, some people would come over to the speed office and say, hey, are you missing any numbers? I'll go find them for you, because they knew they were going to get cookies, and the Cookie Ladies always baked cookies for everybody. So a neat story. And then they went further, and that's their stable name now, the Cookie Ladies from Navarrete, Ohio. So how's that go? You can get more done with honey than vinegar or cider or vinegar or whatever that is. And they certainly did with their cookies. Horses are coming out to the track. Oh, Nick Clegg came out the track on one end and is going back in on the other side. He must need an equipment change. Talk about Nick Clegg buying a bunch of horses yesterday. Rosie Weaver was there buying horses too. She sent the rest of her crew to the fairs to get the horses raced. And she bought a couple of them, and today she doesn't have any horses in here today. at Canton, and somebody asked her when I was standing there, what are you going to do tomorrow? And she looks at the two tickets in her hand that had the information about the horses she bought, and she says, I think I'm going to put the harnesses on these too. So she's already thinking about next summer. So getting her horses broke, getting the harnesses on them today so that they'll be able to start getting ready. Somebody also asked her, Rosie, when do you sleep? And she says, I sleep in Aiken. So when she gets down south to South Carolina, that's when she has some time to rest and relax. Because, I think our three biggest, four really, the Levan stable, the Cleggs, Rosie Weaver, and Hagerman's. I mean, they're really busy stables all summer long. They've just had a lot of horses in, so it takes a lot to get that all done. Betty's got 8 in today. Scott Cox has got 5 in. Stephen had a late night last night at Caldwell. Races went long. He had a couple delays. They had an ambulance leave the grounds and had to wait for that to come back. That always a lot of times happens at a fairgrounds, especially in a more remote place where they don't have a lot of ambulances in the county. So if they leave for something, we just have to wait until they get back. It's kind of on the checklist for a presiding judge that's one of the things that he or she has to make sure that is here and in place. And I think the rule says that they have to be able to see them, so they see where the ambulance is at all times. Sixth. We're going to. I just don't know what they are yet.
These are the horses for the third race, Home Talent Colt Stakes for 2-year-old pacing fillies, $6,620, field of 5. Number 1 is Some Bad Girl. Darren Harvey does the driving. 2, Rose Run Bounty, Drew Neal. 3, Dancin' Dottie, Logan Ebersol. 4, Juliet Capulet, Nick Clegg. And number 5, Laughing 2, Jason Thompson. We'll take one score, head to the gate, $6,620 for 2-year-old pacing fillies. Up next.
So there is your post parade for race number 3. From the rail, we have Some Bad Girl. Darren Harvey drives and trains for Alan J. Miller from Millersburg, Ohio. The Harvey stable is right here, stabled on this fairgrounds. So they have maybe have home field advantage. This horse has just had one lifetime start. Has had a bunch of qualifiers. Has been making some breaks in those qualifiers and did start at Wellington and finished third, back by about 10 in 2, 2, and 1. Had a nice qualifier at Scioto Downs earlier in June, where she paced in 59 and 2. She is a summa cum laude out of a Big Bad John mare. Rose Run Bounty and Drew Neal from the 2-hole for Corey Day Ermond. Cap Equine Estates from Youngstown, Ohio are the owners. This is a Fear the Dragon filly out of Arts Place mare, Mrs. American Pie. 7 starts on the year, 2 wins. Most recent win was at Wellington in 159. She also won a race at Northfield Park. That would have been the Summit County Fair races in 56 and 4. Finished third in a Buckeye Stallion series that was at Northfield Park also. Dancin' Dottie and Logan Ebersol from the 3-hole for trainer Isaiah Schrake. John Semmelhack from Litchfield, Ohio is the owner of this Dancin' Yankee filly. She's out of a Camluck mare, Born to Dream. 8 out of 8 first, seconds, or thirds this year. 1 win on the year. And she also won a qualifier at Northfield Park in 2, 4, and 1. It's already earned almost $12,000. Last start out was a nice one at Wellington in finished second, just back by 4.5 lengths. Was individually timed in 59-4. And sitting first in the 2-year-old filly division, 2-year-old filly pacer division of the Ohio Fair Championships, Juliet Capulet. Nick Clegg drives, Betty Clegg trains, and Kimber Clegg owns a Fear the Dragon filly out of an Always a Virgin mare, Lady Capulet. She is 13 for 15 first, seconds, or thirds this year. 8 wins on the year. Just an amazing filly, how well she's been racing at the fairs. Out of her last 6 starts, she has 5 wins and a second. She has a mark in a qualifier of 2 minutes and 2/5 taken at Northfield Park. And from the 5-hole, the outside, Jason Thompson drives Laughing 2 for trainer Jim Graham. James Graham, Timothy Warner, and Lee Winters all own this lather-up filly. It's out of Some Beach Somewhere mare, Lioness Hanover. 5 starts this year, 2 wins. Those were her last 2 starts, so she's on kind of a roll. One at Jefferson in 2-2-3, and Wellington in 2 minutes flat. She also competed in a couple of the Buckeye Stallion series, both of them at Northfield. Had a 5th and a 6th. By the time she was 5th, she was individually timed in 56-4. She also was in the other Buckeye Stallion series where she finished 6th. The Pacer Mile in 57-3, coming home in 28-3. So a nice kick at the end of the mile. So the horses are lining up behind the gate. The gate is in motion, so we're going to turn her over to Kenny Livingood for the call.
Jesus.
They're off and pacing. Dancing Dottie gets the first call. Rose Run Bounty toward the inside. Some Bad Girl will come away racing third. Then it's Juliet Capulet and Laughing 2 at the back. So they go to the backstretch. Drew Neal and Rose Run Bounty on the point. A winner at Wellington last start. Leads by 2 going across the backstretch. Second is Dancing Dottie. Some Bad Girl is third in front of Juliet Capulet. And Laughing 2 can see them all at the back of the field. Going over to the opening quarter, Rose Run Bounty. Out front, Dancing Dottie second. 29-2 was the time for the opening quarter mile. For Rose Run Bounty, the daughter of Fear the Dragon, out front. Dancing Dottie still second. Some Bad Girl is third. Nose to Helmet, Juliet Capulet fourth. And the trailer Laughing 2, who's on back-to-back fair wins at Jefferson and Wellington, but she's got to pass them all this week. Down by us with 1 lap to go, and Rose Run Bounty continuing to lead. Leading a length and a quarter. Here's Laughing 2 on the outside. Sent 3 wide. There's Juliet Capulet was out and moving, but Laughing 2 is coming to challenge Rose Run Bounty right now. 1 minute, 2/5, the time for the half mile with less than 1 lap to go. Rose Run Bounty to catch. Laughing 2, a bit bobbly there on the outside of Dancing Dottie as Rose Run Bounty opens up 2 1/4. Some Bad Girl at the inside fourth, then Juliet Capulet now the trailer. They go down the backstretch and go to 3/4. Rose Run Bounty leading by 2.5 on Dancing Dottie. Laughing 2 on the outside. Still working outside of Dancing Dottie. Then Some Bad Girl and Juliet Capulet. They're over at 3/4 behind Drew Neal and Rose Run Bounty in 1:30-2. Around the final turn, Rose Run Bounty by 2. Laughing 2 on the outside, still second. Off the rails, Some Bad Girls moving up 3 wide. Then Dancing Dottie, Juliet Capulet didn't fire. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go, and they turn for home. Rose Run Bounty by 3 lengths, now by 4. Rose Run Bounty pulling away. Some Bad Girl trying to get up into second, but it's a Corey DeArmond training double. Rose Run Bounty winning by 5 in the end. Very tight for second. It's got to go to Some Bad Girl over Laughing 2. 2:01-3.
(2:01-3). Rose Run Bounty. Now that is her 3rd win of her young career. One last start at Wellington in 1:59, winning here at Canton in 2:1-3. Laughing 2 had a big burst of speed at the half. Just looked like she was just going to go right on by, but then just got hung out there and had a tough time, ending up finishing 3rd. Some Bad Girl finished 2nd. Unofficially. So that gave Corey Day Ehrman 2 training wins on the day.
Now official from race number 3, 215.
So 215 is official now. Rose Run Bounty, Some Bad Girl, and Laughing 2. Don't forget you can go to harnessracingohio.com and find your race programs. Watch along with us there. You can always go back. I can go to the archives there too and see races from a month ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. All of the races are on there. Now, oh, some of the old ones from Facebook are not, right? You're right, because Facebook is having us not going to keep all of our videos on anymore.
Back to the winner's circle, the trophy presented in memory of Betty and Dale Hudson. It's the 2 Rose Run Bounty, Camp Equine Estates. The owners, Corey Darman, the winning trainer for a training double, Drew Neal, the winning drive. 2-year-old Bay Filly by Fear the Dragon out of the Arts Place mare, Miss American Pie, bred with the Rose Run Farms of Ohio. Lifetime win number 3 for the 2-year-old Rose Run Bounty. 2 in a row, winner at Wellington, and now at the Stark County Fair. Top down, Some Bad Girl second, Rose Run Bounty first, Dancing Dottie fourth, Juliet Capulet fifth, Laughing 2 was third in 29 and 2, 1 minute 2, 1:30 and 2, 2:01 and 3 for Rose Run Bounty. Fourth race is next. Few driver changes. Elliot Deaton on the 2-year-old fillies, trotters, $4,989. Let's get them ready and bring them out to the track for the 4th.
Okay, so 4th race coming up, the first of 3 divisions of the 2-year-old filly trotters. They're going to be going for a purse of $4,989. We've got 5 in it. I did not catch the driver changes, so we will get those when we go to the post parade. So we're going to take a short break and be right back.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio-sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Okay, we've got a couple guys coming up here to get their passports stamped. Talking about a nice horse they saw win at Van Wert last night. Nice trotter that's Chris Page has. So we'll see what we can find out for you about that. So Scott Tarleton with us today. Appreciate everybody. I guess Scott's having some trouble with his Facebook feed. We want to thank everybody for watching with us today. Yeah, David said, Scott, the next time you're on and Matt is on, maybe he can help you. Yeah, Matt might be able to help you with that. Patricia said, looks like it's going to be great racing here, fast, and it is. This track is in really good shape. They do stable here all year, so that always helps a lot when you have horsemen on the track and the track's being used every day and taken care of all the time. That always helps a lot. They have a lot of they have a nice bedding building over here to the left of the grandstand as you're facing the track, and on the other side of that bedding building is Tim's Fish, and that's just the greatest. That's my food report for today. The Tim's Fish. I always get that when I'm here. It's just I guess he has a local restaurant, or they have a local restaurant somewhere, and they come over and do the fish fry here at the that right in back of the pari-mutuel windows. So nice place here at Canton. As I said, it's just a beautiful day. I hope that if any of you are in the area or headed out here tomorrow, that you can come out, because it's really a nice facility. Going to have a big concert tonight, Theory of a Madman. I had never heard of them. Stephen had heard of them. So, but it's a pretty big setup. So I'm going to guess that there's going to be a lot of people here. They usually have quite a show here on first night, always on Wednesday night after we race. I was telling Stephen we barely get the last horse across the race, and they're running out onto the track trying to set up their stuff. They've got a lot of equipment that needs to be set up after we are done racing. So I didn't get the points looked up for some of these races until I got here, and I was rather impressed with the mobile version of our website. So that is OHHA.com. You can go to that. If you go to that on your phone and you look on the racing tab and then go down to nominations and standings, and you can look up horses. It's pretty nice to look up on your phone. Like I said, I was very impressed. The only thing, there is a little blue, it looks like a flashlight, but if you press on that, that brings up the search criteria page so that you can change divisions. So if you're looking for 2-year-old filly pacers or 2-year-old colt trotters or whatever, you can make that change there. And then you also need to change what races they're in. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, the Ohio Fair Conference is on there, and also the Ohio Fair Championship, which is what everybody's looking at now, because that's what they're trying to get to, is that Fair Championship. So you just have to push that little blue flashlight or funnel or whatever it really is, and that'll help you get to that search page. So really easy to find. So everybody's looking for that Ohio Fair Championship points to get in. They're going to be going for $50,000 per division, and that is on October 11th at MGM Northfield Park. So that's it's going to be a fun night there at Northfield. They always do a really good job with putting on the fair races, fair finals, fair championship, whatever you want to call them. There are not official consolations, but Dave Bianconi up at Northfield usually does write some consolation races. So if you didn't make the top 8 in the fair championship, there's still going to be opportunities for you to race against those, your division, around that time, around October 11th. So. Buckeye Stallion Series finals also will be held at Northfield Park, and those are on October 4th. And they do have a consolation race for those. Those are October 5th, again at Northfield Park. Those championships go for $75,000, and the consolations go for $25,000. So a lot of big money up for the end of the year. Let's go to the post parade.
These are the horses for the fourth race, Home Talent Colt Stakes. For 2-year-old trotting fillies, $4,989. The one is money out the window. Elliott Deaton in the sulky. 2, Victory Praise, Amon Hirschberger. 3, Moolah in the bank, Jason Thompson. 4, Bianca, Braden Rhodes. And the 5, Tom's Crazy Peach, Logan Ebersol. Horses take one score, head to the gate.
I think I missed the driver on the 1. Let's take a look at the horses in this race. Money out the window. Gary Martin is the trainer. Gary Martin, Kleinberg Racing, and D.A. Tredent from Ashtabula are the owners. This is a Ready for Money filly out of a Muscles Yankee mare, Upside Hanover. A winner her last start out at Wellington in 2-9. That was her first win of the year, but has had 3 seconds and a third, earnings of over $7,000. Victory Praise, Ammon Hirschberger drives, trains, and owns and bred this filly. She's an enterprise out of a Victory Sam mare. Victory is coming. I believe that Victory is coming. Let me check something quickly. Victory is coming is the track record holder here on the trot at Canton in 59. So this is one of her babies racing here. Victory Praise from the 2-hole. Moolah in the bank and Jason Thompson from the 3 for trainer Scott Cox. This filly is owned by Mast, Callum Racing, Scott Cox Stable, and W. Zollers. It's an in-range filly out of a cash haul mare, Moolah Begonia. 8 starts on the year, 1 win, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, earnings of over $8,000. That win was at Mansfield in 2-9-4. Start before that, she raced at the Summit County Fair at Northfield Park and was timed in 2-1-2, coming home in 29-2. Bianca is a Uncle Peter filly out of Katie. This makes her a sister to Petra, who was in earlier. Nick Clegg or Braden Rhodes will drive for Betty and Kimber Clegg. This Katie is a Master Levesque. 15 starts on the year, no wins, but does have 3 seconds and 2 thirds, earnings of over $8,000. And from the outside, Tom's Crazy Peach, Logan Ebersol up for trainer Eli Miller. Eli also owns and was the breeder of this long-time filly. Again, out of a craze mare, Crazy Joanne. 7 starts this year, 1 win. That was back at Carrollton in 2-6. Also won a qualifier at Northfield Park in 2-5-1. Last start out, she trotted her mile in 2-3-3 at Northfield Park in a 2-year-old non-winners of 1. Tom's Crazy Peach also tried the Buckeye Stallion Series a couple of times, had a 5th and a 6th place finish in those. Did trot in 2 minutes flat at Scioto Downs in the Buckeye Stallion Series. Very interesting when a daughter of the track record holder is racing. That's kind of fun. I had some information about Victory is Coming. Ammon Hirschberger purchased her back as her longtime driver and trainer, purchased her back in November of 2020 and is a broodmare now. So let's turn this race over to Kenny Livingood, who is our announcer for the day, and John Ingram, our starting judge.
They're off and trotting off stride the 5, Tom's Crazy Peach. Good beginning for Money Out the Window. Down along the rail. Moolah on the bank ducks over to race at the inside. And going off stride, there's Money Out the Window. Money Out the Window just broke. So too did Moolah in the bank. And somehow coming unscathed was Bianca. She had to weave around both of them, but she's in front by 2. Victory Praise is now second. Moolah on the bank is quickly back trotting and is in third. Still off stride. Money Out the Window gallops across the backstretch. And Tom's Crazy Peach is well out of it. Up to the opening panel behind Bianca. Hits the opening quarter beam in 34 flat. They're not breaking any speed barriers out there. It's Bianca on the point. Victory Praise second. Moolah on the bank is third. The top trio are 15 better than Money Out the Window. And out of it is the 5, Tom's Crazy Peach, being taken out of the race. So they come down to the halfway point, and it's Bianca on the engine. Victory Praise is going to pull out of the pocket here. So these two will match strides coming to the halfway point. They still have 1 lap to go. Moolah on the bank is off them in third, and further back to Money Out the Window. Halfway home in 107 and 1. Bianca, the one to catch. Bianca on top. On the outside, Victory Praise is second. Bianca with some rough steps there going to the backside. Then it's Moolah on the bank and further back to Money Out the Window. Down the backstretch they go. Bianca, the daughter of Uncle Peter, in front of Victory Praise on the outside. It's 3.5 lengths back to Moolah on the bank, and Money Out the Window still fourth. They trot over to 3/4. Bianca clinging to a lead. Victory Praise on the outside. 1:39 for 3/4 of a mile as they head into the far turn. And now Victory Praise pokes a nose in front. Now a half a length. Bianca off stride. Bianca just jumped it off, and Moolah in the bank is moving into second now as they come to the top of the stretch. Victory Praise and Amon Hirschberger turn, and off stride goes Moolah in the bank. They're into deep stretch, and Victory Praise, the only one that didn't break, and she parlays that to a win by 5. Moolah on the bank is second. Bianca off stride crosses the wire third. Money Out the Window fourth. 2:10 and 4.
2:10 and 4. Victory Praise. That was the only horse in the race that did not make a break was Victory Praise. So Amon Hirschberger kept that filly flat. We said Victory Praise mother is Victory Is Coming, who holds the track record here. Victory Is Coming set that track record in 2010, a 1:59, and Amon Hirschberger was her trainer and driver at that time. Victory Is Coming was a foal of 2007. She raced from 2009 through 2017, earned $711,000 in 163 lifetime starts. She held a world record at one time and then was purchased by Amon in November of 2020. And she has had at least 4 foals that we know of. But this is a really nice filly, Victory Praise, out of Victory Is Coming. I would imagine it's pretty special for Amon to have raced the mom and then bred this filly and now get to race her at the same track that her mom holds a track record. Pretty special. Unofficially, Moolah in the bank second. Bianca third. I think Tom's Crazy Peach pulled up and did not finish. I don't think that there was anything wrong. I think he was just so far back that he probably just decided to pull off the track and wait for another day. And here comes Victory Praise.
Victory Praise, the trophy by Vern Yoder, auctioneer and realtor, and Kaufman Realty and Auction. Owned, trained, and driven by Amon Hirschberger. 2-year-old Bay Filly by Enterprise. Out of Victory, Sam Mayer Victory is coming. Homebred for Amon. It's her maiden breaker. She'll set the lifetime mark of 2:10 and 4.
We'll get the rundown for you in just a moment.
2, 3, 4, the official order finish.
Looks like John Ingram's wife, Tiffany, is the driver of the starting gate today, so that all-important person who steers the car.
Top down, money out the window, 4th. Victory Praise first. Moolah on the bank second. Bianca, Bianca, Bianca third. Tom's Crazy Peach did not finish. 34, 107 and 1. 139, 210 and 4. Time of the mile. Race 5 is next. It's the Stark County Pacing Derby.
Okay, the 5th race coming up, the Stark County Pacing Derby, going for a purse of $2,325. We've got 5 in it. We're going to have at least one driver change, so we'll find out about that, and we'll see what we can gather up for you while you listen to these messages.
Cool Winds Farm is one of Ohio's premier standardbred breeding farms. Cool Wind stands the popular Dancin' Yankee, Jug winner Southwind Aussie, and the royally bred Western Fame. Cool Winds Farm is proud to present our yearling consignments at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 12th, and at the Standardbred Horse Sale in Harrisburg during the cool winds of November.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett in exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Backstretch Buddies. We hope that you all, everybody that has kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, or just the kid next door, get them to join Backstretch Buddies. A lot of fun. They get a lot of fun things in the mail. My grandsons just got their first letter in the mail from Willie Winnett, and they were so excited about it. They got their membership card and a trading card with Willie and a little letter from Willie welcoming them to the Backstretch Buddies Club. So I believe that we're up close to 70 kids now. Wasn't quite sure we were going to get this many. Frank Fraz, whose idea this originally was sure that we were going to get a lot of kids, and he was right. We do have, like I said, close to 70 kids. On September 6th at Scioto Downs, Willie Winnett will make an appearance. So if you come to Scioto Downs it's a Saturday, the 6th, you'll get to meet Willie Winnett. And I have a feeling that he'll give you a hug if you come. And a couple of updates on this 5th race. Boozer, the 2-horse, he raced yesterday at Richwood. Braden Rhodes drove him for Betty Clegg. He won at Richwood in 157 and 2, coming home last quarter in 29 and 3. So that is your line to be announced for Boozer yesterday at Richwood. Hard Fun Guy was also in the same race at Richwood in that free-for-all. He finished second. He was just back by a length and a third from Boozer. paced his mile in 57-4 last quarter in 29-2, and Harvey Hirschberger was his driver. Harvey also is the trainer and owner. So Hard Phone Guy finished second, and Boozer was first yesterday at the Richwood Fair. This is the Signature Series, and if you want to know how the horses are doing in the Signature Series, you can go to signatureseries.us, and you will be able to click on the leaderboard, and then it's divided up into pacers and trotters. The Signature Series final is at Delaware. Pace final is on the 14th, and the trot final is on the 15th, September 14th and 15th. They're both going to go for right around $16,000, so it's kind of a nice race for them. We have a few more races that will be quite a few more races that will be counted into those points. Got, of course, today and tomorrow here at Canton. Today and tomorrow also at Findlay. There's a Signature Series trot and pace there. Canfield, the Canfield Pacing Derby and Trotting Derby, they go for $12,000. Fulton County at Wauseon has both a trot and a pace. Worcester has a trot and a pace. Montpelier and Upper Sandusky. So it's going to get pretty hectic the last week or so before the final at Delaware. Lisa Schwartz keeps track of all those points, so she'll be kind of busy finding out all those race results from all over and updating those points. Signature Series is also held at Coshocton and Lancaster, which are after Delaware, and those points count towards next year's Signature Series. So if you have the same horse, if you keep that older horse around and you start back on it next year, you'll have a few points already stashed. Signature Series starts at Paulding and ends at Lancaster, so goes all year round. There's 36 participating fairs in it this year. That is the most it's ever been. So everybody likes to get in that Signature Series. A lot of the races are funded in part by OHHA's feature race grants. So those are available. You have to apply for those by October 30th. And those will be up on our website real soon.
Horses have made their way to the track for today's fifth race, Stark County Pacing Derby. Signature Series for 4-year-olds and up. This race last year was won by Southwind Amazon, Standardbred's winningest racehorse of all time. One Rockin' Requiem, Chris Hirschberger in the sulky. The 2 is Boozer and Braden Rhodes. 3 Ranger Alert, Logan Ebersol. Number 4, Hard F1 Guy, Harvey Hirschberger. And the 5, Choose Carefully, and Manny Miller. $2,325 horses. One score ahead of the gate for the fifth.
Okay, let's take a look at the horses in this Signature Series. Rockin' Requiem and Chris Hirschberger for trainer Stephen Harris. And Gene Will owns this 8-year-old mare by Rockin' Amadeus. This is the only mare in the race. She's out of a Badlands Hanover mare called No Picnic. Second or last start out at Zanesville in the free-for-all in 1:59. Start before that, she raced at Northfield Park in a Fillies and Mares. Now winners at 2,500 last 4. Won by a neck in 55-2, and that is her mark for the year. She had a mark last year as a 7-year-old of 55-1 at Northfield Park, but lifetime, she has a 6-year-old mark of 52 at Northfield Park. 136 lifetime starts, 28 wins, $174,000 in earnings. From the 2-hole Boozer, Braden Rhodes drives for Betty and Kimber Clegg. This is a 5-year-old gelding by Huntsville out of a well-said mare. 99 lifetime starts, so this is the 100th lifetime start for Boozer. Pretty amazing to jump over that 100 mark. 24 wins, 17 seconds, 11 thirds. So I'm wondering if that line to be announced, if that's counted in the 99 wins or not. I'll have to figure that out. But Boozer has already won $159,614, has a mark as a 3-year-old of 152-1 at Woodbine. Ranger Alert and Logan Ebersol from the 3-hole for trainer Jeff Ebersol and owner Linda Ebersol. Linda is also the breeder of this horse, so she has had this horse all 9 years. It's a 9-year-old gelding by Pallone Ranger. 230 lifetime starts, 20 wins, $172,000 plus in earnings, a 3-year-old mark of 153 at Northfield Park. Hard Fun Guy and Harvey Hirschberger from the 4-hole. Harvey trains and owns this. This is just a 4-year-old Fear the Dragon. Has only had 62 lifetime starts, but 11 wins and $60,000 in earnings. A mark as a 3-year-old of 55-3, taken at Delaware. Choose Carefully and Manny Miller for John Hochstetter. John is also the owner of this 4-year-old Courtly Choice. Has just had 25 lifetime starts, 4 wins, $63,000 in earnings. A mark as a 3-year-old of 151 at Pocono Downs. Won his last start at Woodsfield in the Signature Series. Won by 6 1/4 lengths in 59-4. So this should be a good one. As Kenny said, the track record here is Southwind Amazon, 57-2.
Often pacing in the Stark County Pacing Derby, Rockin' Requiem. The mare gets the first call and heads out looking for the lead, and they're going to line up in post position order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the opening turn. Rockin' Requiem is the leader. Boozer pockets it. Ranger Alert third. Hard F1 Guy is back in fourth, and the trailer Choose Carefully. Post position alignment as they move across the backstretch, and it's the girl taking it to the boys. Rockin' Requiem out front. She's on top, a length and a quarter. Cozy trip for Boozer, looking for back-to-back scores. Winner yesterday at Richwood is second. The opening quarter 30-1 for Rockin' Requiem. Back in third in Ranger Alert. Logan Ebersol is patient with him. Then it's Hard F1 Guy in the trailer. Choose Carefully. Still single file with 5/8 of a mile to go, and Rockin' Requiem to catch. Flaunting her early speed out top over Boozer in second. Ranger Alert still third. Moving to the outside now is Hard F1 Guy and Harvey Hirschberger. First up on the outside here from fourth and going to challenge, and following that is Choose Carefully. Only 5 lengths cover them as they're halfway home in 101-2 behind Rockin' Requiem. Hard F1 Guy on the outside making a serious threat at the leader, only a length behind. Locked in there is Boozer. He's got no place to go. On his outside is Choose Carefully, and the trailer is Ranger Alert. Still about 4 lengths separate them as they move on to the backstretch, and the leader is Rockin' Requiem, but it's a short lead. Hard F1 Guy pokes a nose in front there for Hirschberger, nearly a neck. Angling to the outside now is Boozer, and he'll have to come 3 wide. He's got open racetrack now, and he's moving up stoutly as they go past 3/4 in 1:31-2, and they're on their way home. Boozer 3 wide as Hard F1 Guy's made a clear lead from Rockin' Requiem is back to third, but she's fighting gamely at the inside. Then Ranger Alert and the trailer Choose Carefully. They're 3 across. They're coming from everywhere. We got a horse race as they turn for home. Boozer on the outside. Hard F1 Guy between. Ranger Alert slipping through the inside. Hard F1 Guy and Boozer. These two come down to the wire. Boozer and Hard F1 Guy. Here comes the wire. Boozer makes it 2 in a row. Hard F1 Guy was second. Rockin' Requiem and Ranger Alert. Time of the mile, 2:01 2/5.
2:01-2, a little bit slow for the Signature Series horses, but boy, what an exciting finish. There was 4 of them right across the track, and it appeared that Boozer winning his second in a row. Won yesterday at Richwood in 57-2 and winning today here in 2-1-2. Hard Fun Guy finishing second to Boozer today and yesterday. 3 wide move by Boozer too. He had to, didn't come easy. He had to work for this win, that's for sure. This is the 26th lifetime win for Boozer. Bumps his earnings up to about $161,000. Kenny was talking a little bit about Southwind Amazon holding the track record here. He set that track record in 2023 of 57-2. And that track record is actually tied, a four-way tie. Southwind Amazon, Joe Marie, Jomary, not sure how to say that, Beatus, and E.T.'s Camille. All four of those.
241 is official. Back to the winner's circle is the two Boozer, the trophy presentation by Stark County Agriculture Society, owned by Kimber Clegg, trained by Betty Clegg. Braden Rhodes, the winning drive. A winner yesterday at Richwood, a winner today. Stark County, 5-year-old Big Ellen by Huntsville out of the well-said mare Whiskey A Go-Go, bred by Steve Jones of New York. This is lifetime win number 26 now, and 10th this season. Double digits for the Boozer. 201 and 2. Third, Boozer first, Ranger Alert fourth, Hard F1 Guy second, Choose Carefully fifth, 30 and 1, 101 and 2, 131 and 2, 201 and 2, Boozer. And Betty Clegg, Braden Rhodes, winning team. 6th race is next, Hometown on Colt Stakes for 2-year-old fillies. Tyler Angus on the 3, Good Miss Gracious, and James Day on the 5, Dream of Charlotte. Reached the second half of racing today.
Okay, that is 5 races in the books.
Bring him out for race number 6.
Braden Rhodes getting his first win of the day. 6th race coming up is the second of 3 divisions of the 2-year-old filly trot, going for a purse of $4,989. We are going to have a driver change. I'm just not sure which one. Manuel Miller's down on 2 to drive 2, so he'll have to pick who he's going to drive. We'll be back to take a look at all the horses in the 6th race after this commercial break.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead, sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year, Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K. Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to OHHA.com. That's OHHA.com.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigDWeb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
Okay, welcome back. There was a question on YouTube about racing horses back-to-back days, and there is a new rule that you cannot race 2- and 3-year-olds without a day in between, but there is no rule like that for the older horses, so they can be raced a little bit more, but the 2- and 3-year-olds, you have to have at least one day in between. We're talking about the track record holders here. Southwind Amazon. Southwind Amazon raced He had 399 lifetime starts and 139 lifetime wins, which makes him the winningest horse ever in the Standardbred breed. Niffet is second with 137 wins, and Rambling Willie is third with 128 wins. But Southwind Amazon, that was quite a lot of fun when we were following Southwind Amazon around, just waiting for him to get those wins to get by Niffet. Southwind Amazon also won $1,506,000 in his lifetime. So, really nice horse, and I believe that he is enjoying retirement now, Southwind Amazon.
Let's keep bringing him out for the 6th.
We were talking a little earlier about when the fair finals were and when the Buckeye Stallion Series finals. So the October 11th for the fair championships, October 4th and 5th for the finals and consolations of the Buckeye Stallion Series, and the Ohio Sire Stakes. Their Scarlet Champions are September 27th at Dayton Raceway, and the Gray Championships, which is like the second tier down, September 26th at Dayton Raceway. And I believe those are also the nights that they're going to have their Dayton Pacing Derby and Dayton Trotting Derby. So a huge night of racing there on September 27th at Dayton Raceway. Should be a lot of fun to watch those horses race. The aged mare trot, aged mare pace, aged stallion and gelding trot and pace are going to be held at Scioto Downs this Saturday, August 30th. For this Saturday, the aged or the veterans Ohio Sire Stakes. And of course, we go to Delaware in just a few weeks, and at Delaware is the second leg of the Triple Crown. The Ohio Breeder Championships are held there. First leg was the Ohio Sire Stakes, which are held at Scioto Downs. And then we go to the second leg will be the Ohio Breeder Champions, and the third leg, the final of the Triple Crowns, will be the Ohio Sire Stakes. I see wiener dogs arriving. The wiener dogs get to ride in a cart. I guess maybe they're saving their little legs for for the real race. That's the first of them that I've seen walk in after today's races. Not sure what time it is exactly, if it's going to be a little while or but they will have those wiener dog races. They're really a big entertainment factor at some of these fairs. It's just amazing. We talked about being at Delaware, and as I said, we'll be there all week long. We'll be broadcasting from there all week, but we also have our OHHA tent where we have donuts and coffee for you in the morning, and also snacks all day long, a shady place to come and sit, and we have some TVs in there so you can watch the races or the simulcast show, our shows that start a little bit early. We have countdown to post time that starts about a half an hour prior to post time. We also have Trackside Live in the morning where we interview some guests, as well as on Wednesday and Thursday, the speaker series in the tent. So we have the speaker series that's live. You can, if you come to the tent, you'll be able to have a seat and watch. Ashley Daly's going to be hosting those. She'll be talking to hopefully somebody that has a horse in the jug or the jugette those 2 days. Always makes for a really interesting morning. We also will have the handicappers, Roger Houston, and we don't know who the other two are going to be, but Roger for sure will be there to give us his handicapping picks. And sometimes we get a little insight as to why these guys pick these horses, so it's kind of an educational handicapping seminar. tomorrow here at Canton is Colt Day. So the fillies are all racing today, and the Colts will be in tomorrow. We also have the, I believe, the Signature Series Trot. To find it.
Two-year-old trotting fillies are making their way to the track. Number 1 is 7 Lick Image. The driver is Jason Thompson. This is the second division for two-year-old trotting fillies. 2 Dublin's Delilah, Emmanuel Miller. 3 Good Miss Gracious, Tyler Angus. The 4 is I'm Your Romance, Logan Ebersol. And the 5 Dream of Charlotte, James Day. Two-year-old trotting fillies, $4,989. Horses are taking 1 score and heading to the gate for the 6th.
Hey, from the reel out, we have 7 Lick Image. Jason Thompson drives for trainer Scott Cox. Wayne Mast and Callum Racing both own this What the Hill filly. She's out of a DeJarnbro mare, Alania's Way. 7 starts on the year, 1 win and 1 second. That win was a ways back at Bucyrus in one in 2, 4, and 2. She also tried the Buckeye Stallion Series at Northfield Park and trotted her mile there in 2, 1, and 3. Dublin's Delilah with Emmanuel Miller up for Herman Hagerman. Anthony Miller and Hagerman Racing both own this Volstead filly. She's out of a credit winner mare, Platonic Hanover. 9 starts on the year, 3 seconds and a third. Earnings of a little over $6,000. About 4 starts back, she finished 4th at Scioto Downs in a 2-year-old non-winners of 1 and trotted her mile in 59 and 1. She also tried the Buckeye Stallion Series at Scioto Downs, but unfortunately made it break early. Good Miss Gracious make the driver Tyler Angus. Trainers Miles Woolham, Julianne Sweet, Miles Woolham, and GAL Racing LLC also all own this Uncle Peter filly. It's out of a Muscle Hill mare, Graceful. 6 starts on the year, 1 win, 1 second. That win was just her last start back at Wellington in 2:05, and that is her mark. I'm Your Romance and Logan Ebersol for trainer Doug Rhine. Doug owns this horse along with Richard C. and Thomas A. Rhine. This is a Marseille filly of a Yankee Glide mare, Yankee Romance. Just 2 starts on the year, has not hit the board yet, has been plagued with making some breaks, had a qualifier at Scioto Downs earlier, made some breaks, and then started at Mount Vernon and made breaks there also, as well as Wellington. So I think Logan's job will be to keep this filly flat today. Dream of Charlotte, James Day will drive for trainer Eli Miller. All Trot Stable LLC from West Farmington, the owner of the Uncle Peter filly. It's out of a Yankee Glide mare. Has tried the Buckeye Stallion Series 3 different times. Last start out, did finish 6th, just only back by 3.5 lengths though, and trotted in 58 and 2. She had a win at Lisbon in 2:11 and 2 and a win at Carrollton in 2:8. But those faster miles were in the Buckeye Stallion Series. She had a 3rd place finish in the Buckeye at Northfield and a 6th place finish in the Buckeye at Scioto Downs. Sometimes those steps up to the Buckeye from the fairs are a big step up, I think, especially for the 2-year-old filly trotters. John Ingram's getting the gate into position. I had a talk with Mike Webkenberg yesterday, and he said what people, the logistics of getting his gates around and getting starters around and getting, starting, not only the starting judges, but the people that are going to drive the gate, not something that just anybody can do. So the logistics of getting that around are quite hard to do that, getting everything. And he said also the right size gate, because some of his gates are a little bit larger. Maybe they can't go around some of the smaller half-mile tracks. So a lot of work goes into that before they even show up here. So John has them behind the gate, and we're going to turn it over to Kenny Livingood for the call.
They're off at trotting. Dream of Charlotte heads out looking for the early lead. 7 Lick Image down toward the inside. They're matching strides into turn number 1. Good Miss Gracious gets away racing in third for Tyler Angus in front of I'm Your Romance. And off stride at the back of the field is Dublin's Delilah. Off stride Good Miss Gracious from third as they enter the backstretch and drive to the opening panel. 7 Lick Image out front. 7 Lick Image leads the way, leading by a length and a half. Second, Dream of Charlotte. 4 back to I'm Your Romance, who's now taken third. Good Miss Gracious is back trotting and is in fourth. And the distant trailer, Dublin's Delilah, 31 and 2. The opening panel as they swing around the far turn for the first time. Jason Thompson and 7 Lick Image call the shots. Dream of Charlotte getting the 2-hole trip. Back in second. 5 back to I'm Your Romance, who trots from third. Then another 6 or so to Good Miss Gracious, and 10 more back to the trailer, Dublin's Delilah. They're well strung out behind 7 Lick Image, the daughter of What the Hill. Out front, it's 7 Lick Image and Jason Thompson leading the way. Halfway home here and a length and a half in front of Dream of Charlotte. 1:02.1 was the time for the half mile. Back in third and I'm Your Romance, and further back to Good Miss Gracious. Well out of it is Dublin's Delilah. 3/8 of a mile left to go. 7 Lick Image continues to call the shots. Has been there since the word go. A length and a half to the good. Tracking second is Dream of Charlotte every step. 6 back to I'm Your Romance, and then Good Miss Gracious as they go up the backstretch and approach a quarter of a mile left to go behind Jason Thompson and 7 Lick Image. James Day and Dream of Charlotte, the daughter of Uncle Peter's, had the perfect trip at the inside second. Still 6 back to I'm Your Romance and Good Miss Gracious. 1:34.1 as they round the far turn, and it's 7 Lick Image trying to go all the way. Dream of Charlotte now tipping off the rail to commence her bid. 5 back to Good Miss Gracious, who's trying to improve outside of I'm Your Romance. They come to the top of the stretch. 7 Lick Image, benefit of the rail. Dream of Charlotte on the outside. These two with 100 yards to go. Dream of Charlotte just in front. The inside is 7 Lick Image, who's second best to Dream of Charlotte. Dream of Charlotte wins. Then 7 Lick Image, I'm Your Romance, and Good Miss Gracious.
2:06.3.
2:06 and 3 was the time of the mile.
So Dream of Charlotte and James Day getting up at the last half of the stretch to win. Looked like 7 Lick Image was going to repeat her win of her last win that she had, where she cut the mile out and just kept right on, but just got beat by Dream of Charlotte. The 5-1-4. Unofficially, Dream of Charlotte, your winner. 7 Lick Image second, and I'm Your Romance third. 2, 6, and 3. Dream of Charlotte, this is her third win of the year out of just 9 starts. Also has a second and 3 thirds. Pushes her earnings up to about $14,000. And a new lifetime mark. It was 2.8 at Carrollton, now 2, 6, and 3. Was an $11,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale, and as we talked about before, she did start in 3 Buckeye Stallion Series races, had a third in one of those. That gives James Day his first win of the day.
Dream of Charlotte by All Trot Stable, turned by Eli Miller. James Day, the winning drive. 2-year-old bay filly by Uncle Peter out of the Yankee Glide Mare. Dream of Royalty. Bred by Mark Haney of Ohio, third lifetime win. This will be a lifetime best, 206 and 3. Top down is 25431. 31 and 2, 102 and 1, 134 and 1, 206 and 3. The trophy presentation in memory Charlotte Lifetime Best. Seventh race is up next. Full field of 7.
Okay, so those are your results for the 2-year-old filly trot. We've got one more division of those. But next up, we have the second of 2 divisions of the 3-year-old filly pacers. We've got 7 in this. I think we will have some driver changes, but we'll give those to you during the post parade. So let's take a short break, and then we will be back for the 7th.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Wallem Racing has been racing and breeding winners for over 5 decades, specializing in the development of young horses racing in Ohio. We are currently looking for new partnership opportunities as the fall sales approach. Our facilities feature a half-mile all-weather track, a sand track, beautiful turnouts, and everything that is needed to set your next quarter filly up for success. Want to own your next resource and have fun doing it? If so, contact us today and join in on the thrill of Ohio harness racing.
Okay, welcome back to the OHHA broadcast of the Stark County Fair. Coming up on the 7th race. That's 7 horses in the 7th. We've got one horse that's Kylie Cash is sitting 4th in the Ohio Fair Championship points, and Truly Old Times 13th. So we've got a couple of them that you may see in that final. As I said, after we're done here at Canton, I'm going to try and get the points updated for you, and they will be updated through yesterday. It won't include today's races. It won't include today's either here or at Findlay, but we'll get them caught up through yesterday. So you'll be able to take a look at those, probably be a few hours after we get done racing here that you can look at those. And for those that don't know, you can go to OHHA.com and press on the racing tab, and then go to nominations and standings and look for them there. I was pleasantly surprised at how easy it was to find them on your phone. I've just been looking at them on a computer, and I haven't done it on my phone before today, so really easy to find. So that is good for everybody out there. I am having a heck of a time getting I still can't get the Facebook races. It's just really odd. I can see the comments, but I can't see the races. So JD said there's a division of the Ohio Sire Stakes, 3-year-old Colton Geldings at Northfield Park tonight. And the Burke horses, Swingtown, Sippin' on Sea Rock, and Rick Wink are all in together, post 4, 5, and 6. That's going to be a great race. Those 3 horses have been all racing so good. Mark says, when will Tom Pye have Willie Winnett ready to race? I don't know if Willie Winnett's going to make an appearance, but I don't know if he's going to be ready to race yet. He needs a few more miles. Yeah, somebody asked about the Ohio Sire Stakes. We have the Scarlet and the Gray Championships. And the reason that we have those is we're not supposed to call them a consolation, like the gray would be what we would call a consolation. But the law allows just for 5 divisions and a final. So we have 5 divisions, and then we basically have 2 champions or 2 finals. One's the top horses; those are called the Scarlet, and then the next, say the next 8 down would be the horses that would be in the gray. David said congratulations, Amon, and it is really fun. Amon won that race. Which race was that? It was Victory Praise. Just kind of an interesting story because she's out of the track record holder. Victory is coming. So kind of interesting that Amon kept that mare and now is racing her babies. I'm starting to hear barking, so I think that we've got more wiener dogs arriving. Waiting for a few horses to get out. I wonder what on the infield where they must do tractor pulls and stuff out there. They have lines across there, almost like a football field line. I wonder if anybody knows what those would be for. If they are for the tractor pulls, but they would get swished away really fast if they were truck pulls. So not sure what those are for. This guy here that's got his 2 puppies in that wagon, he's put on quite a bit of miles himself, but the puppies have just been sitting in a comfy spot. There. They look fast. Woody Woolham is kind of the mastermind of this entire wiener dog circuit. They provide the wiener dog starting gate and everything for them and help out all these fairs, but they only have them at fairs that have harness racing. So you have to have a harness racing program before you can get in this wiener dog circuit, but it's kind of a fun thing, does bring people out. So we've got people here that probably wouldn't have come and watched the harness races, but they're coming with their dogs, so they're going to get to see, and hopefully they will become fans of the harness racing. Anytime you can get somebody out to the track, no matter how you do it, it's a good thing. Of course, this Canton, Ohio, the home of the NFL Football Hall of Fame. Place is expanding. Every time I come here, I go over there and at least drive around it, and it's expanding and expanding. It's just amazing how many. It's almost like a little mini mall now. They've got all these shops and everything there. So I'm anxious to go over there tonight and see what else is new. I see 5 out on the track, so we're waiting for a couple more. We do score 6 here at Canton, so 7 in this race. I don't know who will start from the second tier.
Horsemen, line them up in the first turn. Post position order, please. It's a full field of 7 for race number 7. Home Talent Colt Stakes for 3-year-old pacing fillies. $6,527 on the line. Second division. 1 Nan's Moon Dancer. Tyler Angus. Jason Thompson on the 2. Truly Old Times. Number 3, Lily Grace Hill and Drew Neal. Kylie Cash, the 4, Braden Rhodes. James Day drives number 5, Julie's Grace. 6, Long Live Cowgirls, Logan Ebersol. And the 7, I don't know who, and Chris Hirschberger, she'll start from the second tier. Field of 7, 1 score.
So Nan's Moon Dancer and Tyler Angus from the rail for trainer Jessica Milner. Andrew Koblenz from Worcester, Ohio, the owner. This is a well-said filly out of an Island Fantasy mare, Paige Moon Dancer. 18 starts on the year, 1 win. That was at Northfield Park in 58-1. Her last 2 starts were also at Northfield in a fillies and mares non-winners of 1. And she paced on some couple of nice miles, 59-1 and 59-2. Truly Old Time, sitting 13th in the Ohio Fair Championship points, will be driven today by Jason Thompson. Trainer Scott Cox, Christina Lynn Johnson, and Ronald King are the owners, and Christina Lynn Johnson, the breeder. This is a lather up out of a Dragon Again mare, Crystal Chips. 5 wins on this year, including 3 in a row from Jefferson, Mansfield, and Lisbon. The fastest of those was 2-1 at Lisbon, but she also has a mark of 56-3 at Northfield Park. Lily Grace Hill and Drew Neal from the 3 for Corey Day Ermond. Cap Equine Estates and Corey Day Ermond are the owners. This is a Racing Hill filly out of Mach 3 mare, Ain't 3 Okay. 7 starts on the year, 3 wins, 1 at Berea, Lisbon, and Cortland, and the fastest of those was 2-1-1 at Berea. Also has a qualifying mark of 57-3 at Northfield Park. Kylie Cash and Braden Rhodes, they are sitting 4th in the Ohio Fair Championship for trainer-owner Betty and Kimber Clegg. A Fear the Dragon filly out of an Always a Virgin mare, Glorious Virgin. 3 wins out of 25 starts this year, the fastest of those, 57-1 at Northfield Park. Julie's Grace and James Day from the 5-hole. James also trains for Power Play Racing. This is a Pet Rock out of an Art Major mare, Juliana Grace. 6 starts on the year, 3 seconds and 2/3. Has a qualifying mark of 2 minutes and a 1/5 at Northfield Park. Also paced a mile in 2 minutes and a 1/5 last week at Wellington. Long Live Cowgirls from the outside with Logan Ebersol up for Jeff Ebersol and Cheryl Button. This is a Yankee Cruiser out of a Big Bad John mare. Last start at Northfield Park, paced her mile in 59-3. And from the second tier, I don't know who, and Chris Hirschberger. Chris also trains for CNC Stables, a Western Terror. 13 starts on the year, has not hit the board. Did have a nice start back at Bucyrus, paced in 2 minutes and a 1/5.
Here they come. They're off and pacing. Lily Grace Hill, first away off the car. Truly Old Times toward the inside. These two into the opening turn. Kylie Cash will come out racing in 3rd there for Braden Rhodes. James Day and Julie's Grace come out racing 4th. Long Live Cowgirls on the outside. Goes up and around Nan's Moon Dancer. And I don't know who is the trailer. Drew Neal and Lily Grace Hill trying to get the lead away from Truly Old Times. He's in front by half a length. On the outside is Lily Grace Hill. Truly Old Times at the inside 2nd and will release now. So Drew Neal to the top. 3rd is Kylie Cash, but she's already 4.5 lengths off the leader in front of Julie's Grace, and the quarter's complete in 29-1. Long Live Cowgirls is next. 2 clear. Nan's Moon Dancing out the back. I don't know who. 12 lengths separate them, and it's Lily Grace Hill out front. A Lisbon and Berea fair winner. Lily Grace Hill on the point, looking for her 4th win of the season. She's clear by nearly 4. Truly Old Times trying to keep up there from 2nd. Kylie Cash is 3rd, with Julie's Grace in line 4th, and Long Live Cowgirls, Nan's Moon Dancer, and I don't know who. Lap number 1 complete in 58-3. Lily Grace Hill, catch me if you can. She's out front by 6 now with 3/8 to go. Truly Old Time still 2nd. 3rd is Kylie Cash. Julie's Grace is 4th. Following in 5th is Long Live Cowgirls, Nan's Moon Dancer, and I don't know who at the back, but it's been all about Lily Grace Hill. She's blowing this wide open across the back stretch. She's in front by 7. Up on the outside is Kylie Cash. Up into 2nd past Truly Old Times, who's dropped back, is now 4th as Julie's Grace. just took third. Long Live Cowgirls is next. 3/4, 129-1. They move into the fourth quarter, and it's Lily Grace Hill by 4. Kylie Cash trying to close in, and she is doing that. The lead is shrunk down to 2 quickly here. Lily Grace Hill, she's gone awfully quick, and Kylie Cash is on the outside, breathing fire. Here's Kylie Cash to the outside of Lily Grace Hill, and 3 wide. Julie's Grace trying to get to both of them. Kylie Cash hits the front. Julie's Grace on the outside is closing nicely. Lily Grace Hill fights on. Kylie Cash in front. Photo. Kylie Cash over Julie's Grace and Lily Grace Hill. 2 minutes, 4/5.
Well, it got real exciting there at the end. I mean, it was kind of Lily Grace Hill was so far on top for most of the mile. It was kind of thought that it was going to be a sleeper, but boy, it got exciting. I think it was Kylie Cash and Braden Rhodes that got up. That's what I saw, but that is certainly unofficial. So Kenny Living Good did call for a photo. Lily Grace Hill at one point was up by about 7 or 8 lengths. Went to the half in 58 3. Mile in 2 minutes and 4/5. This race in memory of Gene Swinehart, and it looks like some of the family members are there. We got a little guy carrying the sign for Gene. Kylie Cash is sitting 4th in the Fair Championship points. So this should solidify that spot, maybe bump her up a 1 or 2. It all depends on how many others. It's a very fluid thing right now because there's so many fairs racing. They change pretty fast. Betty Clegg and Nick Clegg coming down to the winner's circle. But I don't see Kylie Cash. Oh, over there, I see. Behind the big stage. A little hard to recognize Nick out of his colors. Sometimes you don't. I think that's him, but I'm pretty sure it is him.
Number 4, Kylie Cash. Here she comes back to the winner's circle. She's owned by Kimber Clegg, trained by Betty Clegg. Braden Rhodes for a driving double. Training double for Betty Clegg. 3-year-old brown filly and 4th this season. Continues to push that career earnings toward $90,000. Kylie Cash. Top Down Nan's Moon Dancer 5th, Truly Old Time 6th, Lily Grace Hill 3rd, Kylie Cash the winner, Julie's Grace 2nd, Long Live Cowgirls 4th. I don't know who was 7th. $29-1, 58-3, 129-1, 2 minutes 4/5 for Kylie Cash, the winner.
A couple more people here in the winner's circle.
In memory of Gene Swinehart.
Couple girls got to sit in the sulky seat. That was pretty exciting for them. So those are your results for race number 7. So the 8th coming up, the second of 2 divisions of the 3-year-old filly trot. 1 driver change that we know of. Tyler Angus will drive the 1 a long way. So we will take a look at the horses in the 8th right after these messages.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.
Well, I see a dog there. It does not look like a wiener dog to me. It's all curly and really that are not. Okay. That one looks like a kind of a poodle-y dog with the curly hair. So maybe this is an all breed wiener dog, or just a dog race maybe. But they are coming in. He said, I think these if you got a race dog, they got the life because they don't even have to walk to the fair. They just ride or get carried, ride in something with a lot of fluffy pillows in it. Pretty lucky little dogs. I was talking to yesterday at the Blooded Horse Sale. I was talking to Gus Paulding. He is the Secretary of Speed at the Paulding, Gus Davis at the Paulding County Fair, excuse me. And he was telling about how he's had a whole group of people. Said there used to be 26 of them, and they have campers, and they all park at the Delaware County Fair. They've been doing it since 1979, and they have never missed a year. They just keep coming there every year. And all the group, he said the group now is down to only 12 of them, but they still do it. They still have their same spot. They still have the same box seats in the grandstand that they have always had. He said it has changed a little bit. Back when they started in 1979, they used to party all night, and he said now it's lights out at 10. The party has changed for them. He said it's not quite like it used to be, but they have to. He said now we have to get golf carts to get us around the fairs instead of walking all over the place. But it's such a great tradition at Delaware that you don't really know about until somebody tells you. I mean, going there since 1979, what would that be? That'd be 47 years, because it's 25 this year, and then you add, it'd be like 46, 47 years that they've been going with the same group of people to the same exact spot at the Delaware Fair. So that's pretty cool. We'll have to have Ashley Daly go back there and do her all access with Ashley back there at the Davis compound. This is our second of two divisions, the 3-0 Filly Trotters. Dublin's Martini, who has the 3-hole in here, is sitting second in the Fair Championship points right now. And Speed of an Angel is 14th. So very well could see those two horses in the Fair Championship or the Consolations. As I said earlier, we don't have official consolations for the Ohio Fair Championship, but the Northfield Park people always write some nice consolation races for these horses. They're going to go for, and they usually go for like 12,000, 12,500, maybe even 15,000 for those consolation races. The Ohio Fair Championship's going for 50,000 per division. We're doing something a little bit different with some of the, like the Fair Championship, the Buckeye Stallion Series Finals, the Ohio Sire Stakes. We would always have trophies for them, but this year they're not going to get the trophies right away. They're going to get the trophies, they get mailed to them from a company, and so they put the horse's name on it and how fast they went, which is kind of neat. Because, someday down the road, you might not remember which horse won that particular trophy. So it's kind of neat to have your horse's name engraved in that trophy. This is the 8th of 10 races today. Tomorrow we have just 9. And as I said, tomorrow is Colt Day. You see all the 2- and 3-year-old colts racing. Looks like the horses are getting ready for the post parade, so let's turn it over to Kenny.
These are the horses for the 8th race. 1 a long way. Tyler Angus drives. 2, Auntie Mary. Logan Ebersol up. 3, Dublin's Martini. Braden Rhodes. Emmanuel Miller for the 4, Speed of an Angel. And the 5, From Beyond. And Lanny Merriman. Horses take 1 score and head to the gate.
Somebody just asked if we'll have the points updated, and yes, I will be doing that tonight. As soon as we're done racing here, I will go someplace and get those updated for you. Let's take a look at the horses in this 8th race. A long way, Tyler Angus drives for Miles Woolham and Robert Klein, a long Tom filly out of a Broadway Hall mare, Victorious Broadway. This horse has had 9 starts this year, has 4 thirds. Last start out was a really nice race at Wellington. Finished 3rd, just back by 6 lengths. Trotted in 2, 2, and 4. Auntie Mary and Logan Ebersol from the 2-hole for Jeff Ebersol, and Yorkshire Pacers Stud Farm. Yorkshire Pacers Stud Farm, also the breeder of this Uncle Peter filly. A Yankee Paco mare, Paco Patch. 2 starts, just 2 starts on the year. Has not hit the board yet, but last start out was a qualifier at Northfield. And the horse trotted very well there, individually timed in 2, 3, and 4. Dublin's Martini, as we said, sitting 2nd in the Ohio Fair Championship points. Braden Rhodes will drive for Betty and Kimber Clegg. And Uncle Peter out of a credit winner mare, Perfect Martini. 18 starts on the year, 5 wins. The most recent win was at Jefferson in 2, 6, and 4. Also won at Lisbon in 2:10, but fastest of the year was 2, 1, and 2 at Bucyrus. Speed of an Angel sitting 14th in the Ohio Fair Championship standings. Emmanuel Miller trains, drives, and co-owns along with Peter Gentile. This is a Marseille filly out of a muscle massive mare, Keystone Angel. 3 wins on the year, the fastest of those at Northfield Park in 2, 1, and 2. And from the outside, Lanny Merriman drives From Beyond. Lanny also trains. This horse for Ira Steinberg from Arlington Heights, Illinois. A Flex the Muscle filly out of a Don Boss Vita mare. 10 starts on the year, 1 second. Had a nice race at Mount Vernon. Finished 4th, but did trot in 2, 6, and 1. Let's turn it over to Kenny for the call of the 8th from Canton.
Trotters, 3-year-old trotting fillies. They're on gate. Off strides the 4, Speed of an Angel. Dublin's Martini fires right to the front, crosses over a long way in second. Auntie Mary got away in third. Speed of an Angel is quickly regathered, and she's actually going to take 4th, and From Beyond will be the early trailer as they go to the back stretch. It's Dublin's Martini and Braden Rhodes looking for a 3rd win on the card, entering the back stretch, and they don't appear to be moving that quickly. Length and a half to the good, a long way is still second. Back in third, and Auntie Mary, then Speed of an Angel, and From Beyond would have to pass them all. She's about 9 lengths behind. They go to the opening panel behind Braden Rhodes and Dublin's Martini. 32 flat, the opening quarter for the daughter of Uncle Peter. Out front, a length and a quarter. A long way. Tyler Angus, perfect trip. The daughter of Long Tom there second. Back in third, still Logan Ebersol and Auntie Mary. Then Speed of an Angel and From Beyond. No change as they come to the halfway point with over 1 lap to go. Chasing Dublin's Martini. Dublin's Martini out front here. A long way. Still continuing that 2-0 ride. Patient is Tyler Angus. Underway is Auntie Mary, nudged along by Logan Ebersol at the half. Speed of an Angel moves off the rail. The half's 102 and 4, so it's 30 and 4 in quarter 2 for Dublin's Martini. Trying to go gate to wire. A long way, still second. Speed of an Angel up on the outside third. Offstride Auntie Mary in front of From Beyond, their 4th and 5th. As they travel onto the backstretch, Dublin's Martini by a length and 3/4. Speed of an Angel has put in a nice effort to be second. 2 lengths behind now as Dublin's Martini tries to get away. A long way third. From Beyond is 4th. The trailer is Auntie Mary. They go to 3/4, and it's Dublin's Martini in 134 and 3, looking every bit the part up front. Second, Speed of an Angel trying to close in, and she is doing that. She's only a length and a quarter behind now for Manny Miller, and a long way is third. These top trio have gone 5 better than From Beyond. Less than an 1/8 of a mile to go. They turn for home. Dublin's Martini to catch. Speed of an Angel, who did herself no favor at the start, is 2 lengths behind, but it's Dublin's Martini, Braden Rhodes, Betty Clegg for a triple. Dublin's Martini, Speed of an Angel, and a long way.
206 flat.
206 flat, time of the mile.
So 206 flat for Dublin's Martini, the 7th win of her life. Pushes her earnings to about $44,000 lifetime. Does have that mark of 2, 1, and 2 at Bucyrus this year, so this 2-6 mile will not be a new lifetime mark. Speed of an Angel and Auntie Mary did make breaks in the race. It looked to me like I did not see From Beyond making any breaks, so that's a nice mile for From Beyond, finishing 4th. Auntie Mary very lightly raced, just having 2 official starts. Braden Rhodes, 3 wins on the card, as well as Betty Clegg, 3.
3-4-1. Now the official order finish from the 8th.
Looks like we're going to have a big crowd in the winner's circle again. This trophy presented in memory of Marvin Booker.
Back to the winner's circle, 3, Dublin's Martini, owned by Kimber Clegg, trained by Betty Clegg, driven victory by Braden Rhodes, 3 wins for the team. 3 obey for the Uncle Peter out of the credit winner mare, Perfect Martini, bred by the Dublin Valley Farms of Ohio. 7th lifetime win, 6th this season for Dublin's Martini. 2:06 is the time of the mile. Top down a long way third. And Team Mary fifth. Dublin's Martini the winner. Speed of an Angel second. From Beyond is fourth. It's Dublin's Martini, the trophy presentation in memory of Marvin Butcher. 32 flat for the quarter, 102 and 4 for the half, 134 and 3, and 206. Dublin's Martini, Braden Rhodes, Betty Clegg, training and driving triples. 2 races left to go. Day 1, the Stark County Fair. Don't forget 9 races.
A nice crowd in the winner's circle. I'm sure some of those were for the memorial race, and then it looks like the Cleggs have some family out there too. The little girls are back in the bike again. It's like Harvey Hirschberger's taking the horse back around to they have to go get their blood drawn. These horses do on the backside. There's a veterinarian back there, and they will do the testing. So those horses are headed over that way because like Braden's driving one in the next race, so he's going to head to the infield to get the next horse ready. The penultimate coming up, the 9th race of the day, the 2-year-old filly Pacer, second of 2 divisions. We have, I know we'll have a driver change on the 2, just not sure who it is yet, so we will figure that out during the post-parade. So let's take a short break, and we'll be back for the penultimate here at Stark County.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
This September, the thrill returns to Delaware, Ohio. It's the Little Brown Jug. World-class harness racing, heart-pounding action, and unforgettable fun. Join the tradition. Feel the roar. Be a part of history. We have several hospitality and ticket options, including the new Jug Social Club. Please visit littlebrownjug.com or call 1-800-DEL-FAIR. The Little Brown Jug, where champions are crowned.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC oil. It makes a world of difference.
Welcome back to Stark County Fair here in Canton, Ohio, home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And this fantastic donut place that Dave Myrick always talks about. You haven't mentioned that today, Dave. I'm wondering, I can't remember the name of the donut place that you like so much here. I said anybody that's wondering about the points, will get updated this afternoon. So by tonight, you'll be able to look at the updated points. Just make sure that you refresh your computer so that you get the new updates. More and more little dogs coming in. They must be supposed to gather up here on the one end of the grandstand. They're all going to the same place. There's a guy with a huge lens on his camera. I was thinking he must be able to pick up the dog's teeth in that. I guess he's pretty close to the puppies, and it's a big camera. Oh, okay. Not quite as long as it looks. It's a big lens, yeah. Awfully nice barns here on the backside. There's quite a few big barns that I There's a lot of people that train here. I'm not sure how many. I'll try and find that out for you before tomorrow, but quite a few stables do train here. They're relatively close to Northfield Park, so not much of a ship to go there. I had one of our horsemen up here, Rod Cooper, earlier, and he was talking about how it's just about, if he goes up to Northfield Park, it's just about the same to come over here from where he is, so not too far. Looks like probably going to be a big show here tonight. Probably a lot of people up in this grandstand. This is a really big grandstand. Holds a lot of people. Got Stone Creek Girl in here from the rail for Betty Clegg. She is sitting 4th in the Fair Championship right now. So I think today you have seen quite a few horses that you may see on that Ohio Fair Championship night. Dogs are barking. Horses are gathering up back here. I was seeing earlier our track photographer was kind of taking some practice shots before the races started, and she usually stands on the outside of the track and takes the pictures looking inward. But they have a big thing up there that says Theory of a Madman, and she didn't want that to be in back of everybody's photo, so she turned around and is getting the grandstand in the back of the win photos today.
They're on track for the 9th. 2-year-old pacing fillies, $6,620. 1 Stone Creek Girl, Braden Rhodes. 2 Fear and Terror, Elliot Deaton. 3 Heavens East, James Day. 4 Coco Motion, Emmanuel Miller. And the 5 Song of World Peace and Logan Ebersol. Horses take 1 score and head to the game.
So from the rail out, we have Stone Creek Girl and Braden Rhodes for Betty and Kimber Clegg, a Pet Rock filly out of a Proven Lover mare, proven to be bad. 15 starts on the year, 3 wins in 5 seconds. Has a mark of 2-2-1 at Bucyrus. This horse has been racing exceptionally good. It already has $18,000 on her card. Was just a $6,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale last year. Fear and Terror, Elliot Deaton drives for trainer Gary Martin. Gary Martin, E. Goodall, Sue Stockwell, and B. Kleinberg all own this Fear the Dragon filly. It's out of Western Terror mare Jenny's Terror. 5 starts on the year, 1 win, 1 second, 2 thirds. Has earned $6,701. Has a mark of 205 and 2 taken at Mansfield. Heavens East and James Day from the 3-hole for Danny Hochstetler. Danny Ray Hochstetler owns and is also a breeder of the horse. So he owns part of Bear Creek Stables. This is a Heaven's Gate filly out of an All-American native mare, All East. It's 4 starts on the year, has not hit the board yet. Did have a couple really nice qualifiers at Northfield Park early, paced in 2-5-1 and 2-4-4. Coco Motion and Emmanuel Miller from the 4-hole for Herman Hagerman. Hagerman Racing from Mount Vernon, Ohio, the owners. This is a well-said filly out of a Real Desire mare, Real Drama. 7 starts on the year, 1 win. That win was at Croton in 2, 3, and 3. Has earned $9,124 already. It was just a $3,000 purchase at the Standardbred horse sale in Harrisburg. And Song of World Peace, Logan Ebersol drives for Isaiah Schrake. Phil Baldoff from North Royalton, Ohio, the owner and breeder. This is a Bring on the Beach filly out of a Yankee Cruiser mare, Surf Song. 6 starts on the year, has 2 thirds, has earned $37.74. Last start out at Wellington, finished 6th, but did pacer mile in 2.5 flat. So there are the 5 horses for this, the 9th race of the day here at Canton. They are behind the Webkenberg starting gate. John Ingram, our starting judge today. Billy Crichton is our presiding judge. Kenny Livingood, the announcer. The Northfield Park announcer coming here for the afternoon at Stark County. So let's turn it over to Kenny now for the start.
Off and pacing, Stone Creek Girl, first away from her rail control, goes right to the front, and no one's going to challenge her early, as Heaven's East will drop to the inside and race from second. Back into third in Coco Motion, then Song of World Peace. Off stride Coco Motion there. Coco Motion goes on a run, and slow starting Fear and Terror was last of them all, entering the back stretch. The 4 Coco Motion does quickly regather, and she is back pacing in the 4th spot. But it's Stone Creek Girl unopposed going to the opening panel, length and a half to the good. From Heaven's East, 2 tracks from second. Song of World Peace got up into third around that breaker Coco Motion. And the trailer at the back is Fear and Terror. 32-1 was the opening quarter speed from Stone Creek Girl and Braden Rhodes. The Clegg team looking to go 3 in a row. Heaven's East second. Song of World Peace third. To the outside, Fear and Terror is the first one to move. Moves outside of Coco Motion. The quintet of Philly Pacers separated by about 7 as they come to the half behind Stone Creek Girl. Stone Creek Girl on top here. Length and a half to the good. Heaven's East continues to be second. Underway on the outside, still Fear and Terror now up to third. Past Song of World Peace and Coco Motion at the back. 102-4 was the half-mile speed for Stone Creek Girl. The daughter of Pet Rock is rolling here. She's opening up 4 as Braden Rhodes steps on the accelerator. Heaven's East has lost ground second. On the outside, Fear and Terror's up to third. Song of World Peace pinned in. No place to go fourth. Coco Motion, the trailer. Stone Creek Girl. They go up to 3/4. She's a 4-length leader. The one cutting into the margin is Fear and Terror, who's made her way up into second. Third is now Coco Motion outside of Song of World Peace. 3/4 in 133-4. They swing into the far turn. And stop me if you've heard this. It's Braden Rhodes out front. Stone Creek Girl opening up 5 lengths to the good. Fear and Terror's bit is stalled. Then Coco Motion and Song of World Peace with 1/8 of a mile left to go. It's all Stone Creek Girl. Stone Creek Girl on the front. 5 lengths to the good, down to the wire. Betty Clegg, Braden Rhodes, 3 in a row, and they're 4th on the card. Stone Creek Girl wins. Fear and Terror is second. Song of World Peace is third. Coco Motion is 4th in 2:04-4.
2:04-4, last quarter in 31 for Stone Creek Girl. As we said, she was sitting 4th in the Fair Championship points. So May going to add a little bit. The points do. You get 51 points for finishing first, 26 for second, 13 for third, 9 for 4th, and 6 for being 5th. And everyone that starts gets 1. So points can add up pretty quick when you're getting 51 points for winning. So Stone Creek Girl, the Pet Rock, out of a Proven Lover mare, proven to be bad. Kimber Clegg owns. 4th win out of 16 starts this year. Earnings now about $21,000. Really nice for a $6,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale.
One, 2, and 5. Now official order of finish from 9, 1, 2, 5.
Mark says there are curly-haired dachshunds. So maybe those are not stretched out poodles.
Back to the winner circle, the one, Stone Creek Girl, owned by Kimber Clegg, trained by Betty Clegg. Braden Rhodes, the winning drive. Very familiar faces in the winner's circle. Their third straight trip and fourth on the card. The trophy presentation was by the Harvey Racing Stables. This is a 2-year-old bay filly by Pet Rock out of the Proven Lover mare, proven to be bad. Bred by John Hochstetler of Ohio. 4th lifetime win for Stone Creek Girl. Top down, 1, 2, 5, 4. 3 on the bottom, 32 and 1, 102 and 4, 133 and 4, 204 and 4. 10th race, it's the final of day 1. Darren Harvey's on the one. It's not easy.
Okay, so 9 races in the books. 10th race coming up, the third of 3 divisions of the 2-year-old filly trotters. We'll take a look at all 5 of these horses as soon as we come back.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead's sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year, Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
Lots of auctions coming up in a short time. The blooded horse sale was yesterday. That was our first one. I think there was 120 or 40 yearlings sold there. We've got the Buckeye Classic sale, the Jug Preview, lots of sales coming up. So it's going to be exciting time. I said it felt good yesterday seeing all those people because, you know, you buy a yearling and those are kind of your hopes and dreams for what's going to happen next year. So I think a lot of people got kind of excited yesterday about driving or buying these horses and getting them on the track for the first time. A lot of hopefulness yesterday at the sale. We hope you will join us back here tomorrow at noon again from Canton. People are crowding in for the wiener dog races. Lots more people. So the good thing is that there was a lot more people here to watch these last 2 races than there were earlier. So hopefully some of them will decide that they really like it. Just got 5 in this last race. As we said, we got 9 races tomorrow. Tomorrow is Colt Day. Today is Filly Day. Steven's putting on a lot of miles this week, so you're coming back up here to Canton, and then where do you go the next day? Burton on Friday. Canfield Saturday. Those are long trips up here. Burton is a long ways up. Burton used to have Amish races. I don't know if they will again this year or not. Are they? Those are pretty fun to watch. They have different sulkies. They have wooden wheeled sulkies. They are not really what I would call a buggy. They are more towards a sulky, but they go half mile and they go fast. So it's quite a bit of fun. I was extremely surprised the first year I was there, 'cause I just assumed it would be all trotters, but it was pacers too. So I was really surprised at that. I just kind of preconceived in my head that they would all have trotters, but it looks like the horses are all on the track. This track needs a lot of water. I don't know if it's because it's a sunny day and a little bit windy, but it dries out really fast. So they have been really pouring water onto it all day, which is great.
On track for the finale, 1 It's Not Easy and Darren Harvey. 2 Nothing But Win and Daniel Miller. 3 Out of Your Range and Mike Spearman. 4 Betsy Ann, Tyler Angus. And the 5 Magical Gold, Jason Thompson. 2-year-old trotting fillies. It's the third and final division of the final of day 1. $4,989. One score at the game.
So from the rail out, we have It's Not Easy. Change the driver to Darren Harvey for trainer Scott Cox. Terry Mount Pleasant is the leasee of this Volstead filly. She's out of a Royal Strength mare, Easy Strength. 7 starts on the year, 2 wins. Fastest of those and the latest of those wins was at Mount Vernon in 2, 6, and 4. Nothing But Win. Daniel Miller drives and trains for Riceland Acres LLC from Orrville, Ohio. A Nothing But Class filly out of a SJ's Caviar mare, Malibu Bay Breeze. 4 starts this year, has 1 third. That third was at Lisbon. Her last start out at Mansfield, she did make a break at the top of the stretch, but did trot her mile in 2:12 and 1. Out of Your Range and Mike Spearman from the 3-hole. Mike also trains and owns this In Range filly. She's out of a mare called Drive Me Wild, who's by Cantab Hall. 7 starts on the year, 3 thirds. Her last start was she finished 3rd at Croton, also finished 3rd at Hilliard, but her nice mile at Bucyrus, where she finished 6th, but she did trot in 2, 6, and 3. Betsy Ann and Tyler Angus from the 4-hole. Betsy Ann has been bouncing back and forth between Buckeye Stallion Series and the fairs. Levi Hirschberger trains and also owns this full count filly. It's out of an SJ's Caviar mare, Aunt Betsy. Last start out, she was at Northfield Park in the Buckeye Stallion Series and did finish 7th, but only back by 8, but trotted her mile in 2, 1, and 3, which is the best mile that she shows. She also raced in the Buckeye Stallion Series at Scioto and the other one at Northfield earlier in July. So 7 starts on the year, has not hit the board yet. Magical Gold and Jason Thompson from the 5-hole for trainer Scott Cox. Wayne Mast, Eden Acres, Green Wave Racing, and Jay Mast all own this What the Hill filly. Sort of an Archangel mare, Magical Angel. Another one who has been racing in the Buckeye Stallion Series, racing the Buckeye Stallion Series at Northfield Park. Did make a break early and finish distance. Also at Northfield Park in July 21st, racing the Buckeye and trotted in 2 minutes and 3/5, finishing 4th. Finished another 4th at Scioto Downs in the Buckeye, trotted in 2 minutes and 2/5. She does have a qualifying mark this year of 2-5-2. Magical Gold was a $15,000 purchase at the Ohio Selected sale last year. Out of Your Range, a $5,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale. So John Ingram has picked the horses up in the turn. So let's turn it over to Kenny Livingood for the last time today.
Off stride the 4, Betsy Ann. The rest of the field sent on its way. Magical Gold gets the first call. Nothing But Win is down toward the inside, and third is Out of Your Range into the opening turn. Then it's the galloping Betsy Ann, and further back to It's Not Easy. She is back trotting, but she's at the back of the field, and she's a long way behind her stablemate Magical Gold, who rolls to the backstretch in front. Magical Gold and Jason Thompson call the shots. 3 lengths to the good. Nothing But Win. Daniel Miller getting that 2-hole trip. It's a very loose 2-hole, though. 4 back to Out of Your Range, and far, far back to those breakers. Betsy Ann, and It's Not Easy even further behind. 32 flat the time for the opening panel, and it's Magical Gold and Jason Thompson. 3.5 lengths to the good. Nothing But Win is second, back in third, and Out of Your Range. 15 back to Betsy Ann, and further back to It's Not Easy, who's still struggling to trot. So they race down by us with just over 1 circuit to go. Race number 10, the finale on day 1. And it's Jason Thompson and Magical Gold, the daughter of What the Hill, looking to break through and break her maiden. She's in front by 3. Nothing But Win has been the closest pursuer throughout. 103-2 is the time for the half-mile speed. Out of Your Range is third. 15 back to Betsy Ann, and well out of it, It's Not Easy. 3/8 of a mile left to go. Magical Gold. She hasn't been challenged at all. 2.5 lengths to the good. Nothing But Win continues to trot in second. Third is Out of Your Range as they go up the backstretch. Then Betsy Ann in fourth. Going to 3/4. It's all Magical Gold looking to get her gold medal. 3 lengths to the good still. Nothing But Win continues to trot second, and Out of Your Range third. 3/4 in 136 flat, and they swing into the far turn. Magical Gold is just coasting along, just trying to keep her flat as Jason Thompson. Nothing But Win, still a good margin on Out of Your Range for third. Far back to Betsy Ann as they come toward the top of the stretch. Magical Gold off the turn, striding clear, and this is going to be a milestone win for Jason Thompson. It's win number 2,000 in his career. Magical Gold wins by 5. Nothing But Win is second. Out of Your Range is third. 2:07-1.
So Magical Gold, Jason Thompson kept her flat this time, and what a good-looking filly she is. Doesn't have the trot and hobbles on, just looks, I mean, really a big filly, but just trots along so nice. And Jason Thompson, as Kenny Livingood said, this is his 2,000th lifetime win. So a big milestone for Jason Thompson here at the Stark County Fair. And It's Not Easy just finishing the mile now. Had a really rough time of it. Darren Harvey taking a nod to the people that are clapping for him. I think he got more claps than the winner did. So kind of hard sometimes when you're that far back to come across the line, and but the folks here were appreciative of it. The big mile for Magical Gold and Jason Thompson. That is a new first win of the year. She did have a qualifying win in 2-5-2, but this now at 2-7-1. Scott Cox, the trainer, owned by Mast, Eden Acres, Green Wave Racing, and J Mast. The guys are already up on the stage. They are ready to get their setup for ready for tonight.
Returning back into the winner's circle, how about a round of applause for driver Jason Thompson? This is his 2,000th career victory on the 5 Magical Gold. For trainer Scott Cox, Wayne Mass Jr., Eden Acres Farmstead, Green Wave Racing, and Jonathan Mass. 2-year-old Bay Filly by What the Hill out of the Archangel mare Magical Angel, bred by the Springhaven Farms of Ohio, and Douglas Millard of Ontario, Canada. She breaks her maiden. Jason Thompson, 2,000 career wins. Congratulations, Jason. Trophy presentation by Swartz Tourneau family.
Down here, that is a big milestone for Jason Thompson. 2,000 wins. He was going to leave no doubt about that either. He went wire to wire and just wanted to get that one done. We should have the rundown for you in just a second. In the meantime, we want to thank everybody, all the officials, everybody that put this on. Earl Roan is the speed superintendent here. Billy Crichton, the presiding judge. Rod Newhart, our clerk and charter. Lynn Scott Photo does the photo finish. Oh, maybe we're okay. Unofficially, I'm going to give you the rundown. It's Not Easy was 5th. Nothing But Wins 2nd. Out of Your Range 3rd. Betsy Ann 4th. And Magical Gold your winner. Fractions were 32, 103 and 2, 136 and 207 and 1. So there is going to be, if you're in the area and you want to come over here for the Wiener Dog races, looks like they're going to be starting shortly. But we will be back here at noon tomorrow with 9 races. So for Stephen Taylor, myself, Susan Schroeder, and the entire OHHA crew, I want to thank everybody for joining in and have a great rest of your day.